Ma'am, are you the one who fell in the yard?
Yes. If he hadn't stopped, I don't know how long I would have been out here.
I'm glad someone found you. Ma'am, please just get some rest. I'll take care of your lawn.
That's very kind of you, but I can't afford to pay you.
You don't owe me a thing. I just don't want to see you get hurt again.
Growing older shouldn't mean choosing between your safety and your independence. But for many seniors, asking for help feels harder than risking another fall. Pride, dignity, and the fear of becoming a burden often keep them struggling in silence long after their bodies have reached their limits. Before I tell you the rest of this story, comment which U.S. state you're watching from. I'd love to see all 50 states in the comments. After the police officer made sure the elderly woman wasn't seriously injured, the ambulance crew checked her over and confirmed she hadn't broken any bones. She looked relieved, but also embarrassed. She quietly apologized for causing everyone trouble and kept insisting that she would have finished mowing the lawn if she hadn't lost her balance. I told her she didn't need to apologize for anything and asked why she had been trying to mow such a large yard by herself. She looked down at the grass for a moment before softly saying, "My husband always took care of this yard. After he passed away, I promised myself I'd keep it looking the way he loved it. But every year it gets a little harder." She explained that living on a fixed retirement income meant every dollar had to be carefully planned. After paying for her medication, groceries, utilities, and property taxes, there simply wasn't enough left to hire someone to mow such a large yard. She admitted she had already delayed it for weeks because she was hoping she'd have enough strength to do it herself. That morning, she pulled the old mower out of the garage, made it halfway across the yard, stumbled on the uneven ground, and fell. She tried to get back up several times, but every attempt left her too weak to stand. She said the hardest part wasn't the pain. It was lying there, wondering if anyone would notice she needed help. That's when I happened to drive by and saw the mower lying on its side. I stopped immediately, called 911, and stayed with her until the police and paramedics arrived. Looking around the yard, I realized she hadn't given up on her home at all. She had been fighting to keep it the best she could with the little strength she had left. So once the officer told me she was going to be okay, I unloaded my mower and got to work. I trimmed the overgrown edges along the sidewalk, mowed the front yard, edged the driveway, cleared the thick grass around the fence, finished the backyard, and blew every walkway clean until the property looked cared for again. When everything was finished, the elderly woman slowly walked onto the porch with the officer beside her. She looked across the freshly cut lawn, smiled through tears, and quietly said, "I thought growing older meant I'd have to stop taking care of the home we built together." I smiled and replied, "Sometimes it just means letting someone help you keep taking care of it." Before I left, the police officer shook my hand and said, "Today you did a lot more than mow a lawn." I looked back at the elderly woman sitting peacefully on her porch and realized that sometimes the greatest act of kindness isn't finishing someone's work. It's making sure they never have to risk their life trying to do it alone. If this story touched your heart, comment "safe" for every senior who deserves to grow older with dignity, support, and kindness. No one should ever feel they have to risk their safety because they're afraid to ask for help. And if you believe a simple act of kindness can protect someone's life, please like, share, and follow for more heartfelt lawn care stories. Thank you so much for watching.